Let's go over some favorite shortcut keys and techniques that you may want to use inside of Excel. One of these is the Control Home keyboard shortcut. Control Home will always take you to cell A1 on your spreadsheet. Another is Control Right Arrow. If I'm sitting on my spreadsheet and I do a Control Right Arrow, it will take me to the first cell of a range on the row, take me to the last cell of the range on the row, and if I keep going, it will move me all the way to the end of the spreadsheet on the right hand side on that row. If I do a Control Left Arrow, it's just the reverse. And of course Control Home takes me back. Same things for the columns. If I press the Control Down arrow, it takes me to the first cell of a populated column. Control Down arrow again takes me to the last cell of that populated column, and Control Down arrow one more time takes me all the way to the bottom of the spreadsheet, clear out to the 1 millionth cell of the current column. Of course, I can just reverse that by doing a Control Up arrow, Control Up arrow, Control Up arrow, and it just reverses it. When you're inside of a spreadsheet and you're inside of a range of cells that are filled inside of a spreadsheet, and you do a Control A, it will select the block of cells in the range. If you do another Control A, it selects the whole sheet. In other words, it selects all 16 billion cells on the sheet. I'll go back and do a Control Home. Another very handy shortcut key is the Control Tilde shortcut key combination. What this does is it actually shows you on your spreadsheet the formulas inside the cells. I will hold down my Control key, press the tilde key, and you can come out here and see that column E and column G both have formulas inside, whereas the other cells just have data. If I do another Control tilde, it just reverts back. It's easy when you're looking at a spreadsheet and you just see numbers to tell which ones are the formulas and which ones are the actual data when using the Control tilde. Whenever you want to edit a cell, you can move down on top of the cell and then press the F2 key, and the F2 key goes into edit mode. Now from here you can use your arrow keys. Once you're in edit mode, you can use your arrow keys to navigate back and forth across the formula. If the formula is fairly lengthy, it might be easier just to use the home key to move to the very beginning or the end key to move to the end. You can also hold down the Control key and use your arrow key to move from operator to operand inside the formula. This is a lot easier than trying to pick and choose with your mouse. You can discreetly jump between the operators and operands within a formula. The Alt plus equal character automatically invokes the AutoSum. You can also use this if you select a whole range of cells that you'd like to AutoSum that are right next to a set of cells for AutoSumming. And from here, if I do the Alt equal sign, it automatically invokes the AutoSum for the cells I have selected. Still another method is to use the Autofill handle to automatically fill a formula column in this case. I could come out here and do my Alt equal sign to fill a cell with a formula. In this case I'm doing AutoSum, and then I might want to come out here and use the fill handle to pull all this way down. Now that'll be fine, but if this thing is a long spreadsheet, I'll have to click and drag past several spreadsheets and hang on to the fill handle to pull down. An easier method might be just to click on the cell that has the formula and then put your pointer right on the fill handle, double click, and it'll fill down automatically. This is exceptional when you come out here and you have a spreadsheet that has a large amount of data inside of it. If I want to come out here and I want to take the unit price and multiply that by the quantity and get a total, this spreadsheet has over 2,000 rows of information inside of it. So I could just come out here, click on the 39 figure, double click the fill handle on that calculation, and it'll fill all the way down to the bottom. Another shortcut key is a method you can use to jump between the sheets within a workbook. If I'm on a given sheet and I want to move forward or to the left along my gathering of sheets here, I can hold down the Control key and use the Page Up key to move over here to sheet number 1. If I want to move to the right, I can hold the Control key, press the Page Down key, and I will move to subsequent sheets as well. Another odd shortcut combination you might want to use is one that you can use to strip out the formula of a cell and put back in the result of the formula just as if you had typed it in yourself. So this essentially, if I decide that these numbers are going to go away at some point, I can't delete these numbers because it'll blow up my formulas. But if I come out here and click on a cell and I press the F2 key followed by the F9 key, it strips out the formula and puts back in the result of the formula. Now, another way of doing this is to select the range of formulas, put your pointer on the right side of the cells with the formula, and with your right mouse button, drag to the right and drag back, and it will ask you to copy in different ways, and you want to say copy here as values only, and it'll go ahead and strip out the formula and put back in just the value that the formula gave you. And at this point you could come back and just delete the cells that you have out here that are data that are used to plug into the original formulas.